Hey guys, the Super Review Show. This is my review of Ant-Man, which just hit theaters yesterday, July 17th. So, full spoilers ahead. Okay? This is going to be an all-spoiler review for Ant-Man. And here we go. Ant-Man stars Paul Rudd, who plays Scott Lang Ant-Man, and Michael Douglas plays Hank Pym Ant-Man. First off, I just want to say this completely. The writing, the dialogue, and the interaction between and the chemistry between a Michael Douglas and a Paul Rudd in this movie was incredible. I don't know how Michael Douglas and Paul Rudd did it, but they did it very well, and I'm very happy that it worked out the way it did. Now here's some of the other characters that were introduced in the Marvel Universe as well. Excuse me. You had Evangeline Lilly, who starred as Hope Van Dyne, not Janet Van Dyne, Hope Van Dyne, or Pym in this case. And you also had Corey Stroll as Darren Cross as Yellow Jacket. And now you don't actually get to see him as Yellow Jacket until like the end of the movie, but totally this is spoilers. But so as I said, spoilers are coming. If you don't want to know anything, watch this review after you see the movie, okay? But here you go. So Scott Lang has been he's been in and out of prison a bunch of times. The movie actually opens up with him coming out of prison. And his buddy gets him out, and he's not on bail, but he's released for 3 years or something. So, and he goes back home to San Francisco, and he helps out his daughter, Cassie, who is with his wife, who is now married to a cop. They are, they're doing their own thing, like she misses her daddy though, and stuff like that. The typical father and daughter, I miss you so much relationship. The gist of it. So eventually, so Scott Lang's friend, he says, yeah, I heard about this deal you can do. You can break into this guy's house and steal the suit. Oh no, well, you don't realize that until later in the movie. But they go and they break into the house. So they go from safe to another safe, and the safe that they have, what's in the safe is the Ant-Man suit. And he steals the Ant-Man suit, but really Michael Douglas's Hank Pym led him. So, anyways, afterwards, Dr. Pym, after being caught by the cops, and Hank Pym recruits Lang to do a favor for Hank Pym. He asks him to steal the suit. He actually set up Lang to steal the Ant-Man suit. But, the Ant-Man suit, he's recruited by Dr. Pym to use the Ant-Man suit that he is now fully equipped of. He's got all the martial arts training, stuff like that. He knows how to be Ant-Man. To steal another suit to make sure that this Darren Cross character doesn't go all crazy with it and go, oh my god, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna take over the world with this Yellow Jacket outfit, which actually was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, as I just stated, it's the Yellow Jacket suit. The Yellow Jacket suit from Darren Cross, and who to actually uses the Pym particle to create Yellow Jacket, which actually was pretty cool. But also, meanwhile, while prepping to steal the Ant-Man suit, it was not the Ant-Man suit anymore, the Yellow Jacket suit, Scott practices using the Ant-Man suit beforehand, before he goes to steal the Yellow Jacket suit, because he's got to get used to shrinking down and stuff like that. He's got to get used to all that stuff. He's got to learn how to also communicate with his fellow ants. So the next time you see a bug outside, don't squash it, because for all you know, Ant-Man could be controlling one. I'm just kidding. But anyways. So also, there's a final battle between a Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man. But it's actually very, funny or comical. But it's also very heroic on Scott's part, because he went from I'm now in prison and I'm out of prison and I'm going back to stealing stuff too. I mean, stuff like that. I'm really getting into this being a hero thing. He understands the weight of it, kind of like how Ryan Reynolds did in Green Lantern. I'm not going to get into an argument. So that's the gist of the movie, in a nutshell. But here's the thing: throughout this movie, I mentioned that Michael Douglas and Scott and Paul Rudd's interactions were great. So with the rest of the cast too. Actually, some of the points in this movie were actually funny, some were dramatic, and some were very heroic. Obviously, you had heroics because it's a superhero movie, but it was very dramatic in some points where, like, there's a scene where Scott Lang, Ant-Man goes into, I believe it was called the microverse in the movie. Like, it's when you go subatomic and you go shrinking. You're shrinking so much, and you just can't get out. So he gets out. He goes in there, and then who knows? Maybe he doesn't know how to get out. I don't know. You guys got to see it though. It's really good. This is a funny movie. This is a very funny, smartly written movie. It's hysterical. I laughed so hard in this movie. One of the things that actually, just to list off a couple of things, why this was so funny was because of, I'm just going to list off a few things that were funny about this movie. You had, during the training, Hank Pym develops shrinking and enlarging discs for the Ant-Man, for Scott Lang to use against Darren Cross, a.k.a. Yellow Jacket. He does that, and but this, I can't get over this. So he takes an enlarging disc, right? He throws it at, because Ant-Man, him and Yellow Jacket are shrunken down, and so he throws it, and Yellow Jacket deflects the frisbee or the disc that could enlarge him, and I still can't get over this. Oh my god. There was a model Thomas the Tank Engine, like an electric train running around, like of Thomas the Tank Engine. It was going on a track, and they flinged it off, and it was on the windowsill, and he deflected it, and it hit the Thomas the Tank Engine. It was this big, and now it came through a roof because. I'm sorry. But that's what I'm saying. That's how funny it was. Like, he deflected it. The train, just you see just this train with the eyes moving back and forth, going through a roof. Oh my god, it was so funny. Another thing that was but that was a funny point. Now, but regarding a dramatic or a very heroic point, was the entrance to the microverse, or shrinking subatomically and just going a little smaller and smaller and smaller. Throughout, and obviously, Hank Pym warned him not to touch the machinery that would do that. But what he did was he actually went in there, and he was very heroic, and he took one of the last enlarging disc, and he smacked it onto his regulator, which is what caused the shrinking and the growing. So he took that, and he became large again. Listen, I've had my apprehensions about this movie. I said, why are they doing an Ant-Man movie? I'm going to go see it, obviously. I did. But, like, I don't know. I'm, like, iffy about it, blah, blah, blah. I laughed. I was very impressed by how heroic he was. I was impressed by all the writing, how it felt. I was hesitant to give this movie a 10 out of 10. But, you know what? I didn't feel it was a 10 out of 10. I didn't feel it was perfect. I will say this, though. I'm going to give Ant-Man a 9.3 out of 10 on this movie. This movie was hysterical. It was fun. It was high energy. You love the characters. You delve into their history. And it's overall, I give this movie an 9.3 out of 10. Also, now that's my rating. This is my review. Before you leave this video, there is two post-credit scenes, okay? Two post-credit scenes in the movie itself. There's one directly after the credits, like the colorful credits, not the black and white ones that go up and down, or up. But there's one after the black and white credits, too. So there's one after the color credits, and there's one after the very, very, very end of the movie. And it's awesome. Oh, my God. I want to, like, cringe when I think about it because it's so awesome. Anyways, but this has been my review of the new Marvel film. I was saying Ant-Man movie. The new Marvel film, Ant-Man. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. You guys will love it. You guys will laugh hysterically at it. And I will say, though, it is astonishing. For all you Ant-Man fans out there, Tails to Astonish, hello, first appearance. Anyway, so this has been my review for Ant-Man. But for all your 2015 movie reviews, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. I'll see you later.